Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the online session of History and Civics. So, dear students, today we are going to learn our civics first lesson, that is Introduction to the Parliamentary System. So, in this lesson, we will learn the machinery or the system of the government as given in the Indian Constitution. Firstly, we are going with introduction. So there are three branches of the government and we are going to know about their functions. First branch is legislature, as its function is to make laws. Second is executive and its function is to implement laws. And third is judiciary. Its function is to provide justice. There are two types of the government system in our India, that is parliamentary system and presidential system. So, what is parliamentary system of government? The contribution of the England is very important for developing parliamentary system of the government. The parliamentary system of the government developed primarily in England. The English constitution is an unwritten constitution where governance is carried out in accordance with traditions, customs and conventions. The British Parliament has evolved over a period of time. The parliamentary system of government, having its roots in Parliament, is thus considered as a contribution of England. Though India has adopted parliamentary system from England, both the systems tend to differ in certain aspects. Now, let us understand the characteristics of parliamentary systems in India. The legislature of central government is known as the parliament. The Indian parliament is composed of the president, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. Their number is fixed. Elections to the Lok Sabha are held at regular intervals. The candidates are directly elected by the people. The majority party forms the government. Sometimes, when no party gets a clear majority, few parties come together and form coalition government. The leader of the majority party becomes the Prime Minister. He selects candidates to form the Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers has to perform dual functions of the implementing the laws and to fulfill responsibility of the legislator. Responsible system of government. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislator for all their actions and policies. The Council of Ministers has to function taking the legislator into confidence. The decision taken by any ministry, department is considered as the decision of the entire Council of Ministers. The functioning of the Council of Ministers is based on the principle of collective responsibility. Now, no confidence motion. So, what is no confidence motions? In the parliamentary system, the executive is dependent on the confidence of the legislator. If the legislator feels that the executive does not work in accordance to its wishes, it can pass the no confidence motion against the executive. If the Lok Sabha passes no confidence motion against the executive, it has to resign. Thus, no confidence motion is an effective tool of controlling the executive. Why Parliament is supreme? So, dear students, in parliamentary form, the legislature is supreme. The Parliament decides upon the issue of public welfare. Thus, being a house of representatives of people and expresses sovereign authority of the people, it is called the supreme body. Why has India adopted a parliamentary system? Reasons: the development of the parliamentary institution started during the British rule in India. The British rulers governed India in the accordance with this system. Indians were familiar with this system of government. The Constituent Assembly adopted this system after thorough discussion. A few changes were made in the parliamentary system to suit the Indian situations. Importance given to discussions and deliberations. Decisions on questions related to the public welfare are taken only after discussions in the parliament. Members of the opposition party also take part in these discussions. Opposition parties point out shortcomings in the policies and laws. Since discussions and deliberations are an integral part of parliamentary system, it helps in framing proper and effective laws. Characteristics of presidential system of government. The president is the executive and elected directly by the people. Though the legislature and the executive are not directly dependent on each other, they keep a mutual check on each other. The president has powers to implement laws. The United States of America has adopted the parliamentary system of government. France, Germany, Switzerland, etc. have adopted different systems of government other than the above two. So dear students, I hope that you understood this parliamentary system. You are expected to read this lesson carefully. Goodbye.